Hello, everybody, my friends, my readers, and all those who love what I write. This video is dedicated to you. For once, I decided to chuck my writing and speak to you directly instead, because sometimes the spoken word reaches out more and touches people than the written word, right? This is a big day in my life. A day that has arrived much faster than I thought it would. How time flies. 50 years since the stalk brought me into my parents' lives. This day could have passed unceremoniously like any other day, or I could have thrown a party and cut a cake. But I chose to mark this day slightly differently uh, by bringing into the world my fourth literary child after the rain. As I release this labor of love today, I want to share with you all the story of its birth. I want to tell you why it made so much sense for me to coincide it with my birthday, the significance of it all. No process of creation is easy, and so it was with After the Rain. Between conceiving the child and delivering it as a veritable life form to the world, there's so much that goes on, especially for an author who's all on her own. She wrote the stories, planned the book, set a release date, designed the cover all by herself, looked for means to take it out to her readers. And while doing all these, went through the same agonies as an expectant mother would do. I'm thinking, 50 years ago, my mother must have gone through the same throes. Huh? It's not easy to be a writer, and to be a published writer or author is many more times difficult. Ask anyone who's been there and done that. When I said I was coming out with After the Rain, I had many people ask me if it was an ebook. And I could almost sense a discomfort in their voice, almost as if they expected me to say no, it wasn't an ebook but a paperback. Yes, I know many of you don't like the idea of an ebook. You don't like reading it on the screen, but stories are stories, aren't they? I felt your resistance the last time around, and I made a note of it. It's for your sake that I decided I would have a paperback option this time, but the rules of the game are a lot more complicated than what we think. Amazon isn't making it any easier for either you or me to procure the book that will be printed abroad. You can only imagine the cost implications of importing a copy of a book. But I'm trying hard. I'm trying hard for the sake of those who still insist on having a paperback. I'm taking orders. Just let me know, and I'll try my best to get the book delivered at your doorstep. But I'll be the happiest if you will buy the ebook, because as I said earlier, stories are stories. It isn't as difficult as we think. You will have the book in a jiffy on your Kindle app in whichever device you're using. The birth of my baby has been a period of great struggle for me. But then, as I always believe, the struggle of a caterpillar is only to become a butterfly. And this butterfly is all set to flutter out into the world. How many flowers it will touch or how many gardens it will grace, I cannot say. But the fact that I could bring it out into the world despite all odds and offer it to you is what I consider as my success. And I'm immensely happy about it. What happens to it next, I'll leave it to the universe to decide. And that includes you for whom I write. There's no greater objective to my writing than to touch your lives. So here's After the Rain, stories that bind us. Please click on the links below to buy your ebook right away, or ping me for the paperback. He's wishing you happy reading. Thank you.